you're looking for the 7 steps to selling that actually work, I've got those for you today on this edition of the Inside BS Show. Hi there, friends. It's Dave Lorenzo, and this is the Inside BS Show. And today we've got an instructional show for you. I'm going to share with you my revenue roadmap. This is the 7 steps to selling that actually work. If you're confused or you're wondering, how can I build my business? What are the 7 steps I can use to build a business that will create organic, sustainable revenue growth over time? I've got that for you today. Here are your 7 steps to revenue growth that actually work. Step number 1 is identifying your ideal target. Now, when we talk about an ideal target, what we're talking about is either your ideal client or your ideal evangelist. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you're in the B2B space, you can easily figure out who your ideal client is. You know what industry your clients are in, you know who the decision maker is in your client organization, and you know how to get to that person. So identifying your ideal target in B2B is actually easy. Once you identify who your ideal target is, your next step is to figure out how to get in front of them. The way you figure out how to get in front of them is you go to one of your clients right now, one of the people who is perfect for you, perfect for your business, and you say to them, Mr. Client, I'm wondering, how do I get in front of more people just like you? Is there a group or an association that you belong to where you keep up to date on industry knowledge, where you figure out what the latest industry trends are? How do I get in front of more people like you in mass? How do I approach people like you in a group setting? Your ideal client's going to know because they belong to these trade associations. The second thing you ask is, what do you read? Is there a website you visit that you go to so that you can learn what's going on in the world of XYZ products or XYZ services? How do you keep up with industry trends? What websites do you read? What trade publications do you read? Is there a specific place you go to visit to learn about what's going on in your industry? Your ideal client's going to know this, and he's going to share it with you. If you're in the business to consumer space, the B2C space, you may not be able to determine who your ideal client is or is going to be. Half the population may need your services. You may not know which half needs your services yet. So for you to determine who your ideal client is just too tough. But you do know who can refer you business. Let's say you were a car dealer. One of the best places to go to get referrals would be a car mechanic. If you are a Porsche dealer, you could go to all the foreign luxury car mechanics in town, people who specialize in repairing luxury foreign vehicles, and you could tell the mechanics, everyone that comes in with a car repair, I want you to share my information because I'd love to sell them new cars, and here's what I'd like to do. I will refer my clients who need car repairs to you because I think you'll be able to get the repairs done cheaper and more efficiently than a dealership. Now, this is controversial because you always want to keep people within your dealership, but candidly, the referrals are probably more valuable to you than any type of commission you would make on service sales. So going around to other car dealers and going around to other mechanics outside of your dealership and getting them to refer clients to you whose cars had broken down, whose cars they were looking to trade in, that's going to be a very reliable activity for you. And what that is that's you targeting evangelists. So you're going to go out and target evangelists rather than targeting clients. So step 1 to a sales system that actually works is finding your ideal target, whether they're clients or evangelists. Step number 2 is engaging these people in mass, engaging these people in large groups. How can you engage them in large groups? It's easy. What you need to do is get in front of those trade associations that I mentioned earlier. You can do that through speaking. You can do that through writing articles and publishing them on their website or in their industry journals. If it is evangelists you're looking to reach, go to the local auto mechanics association and deliver educational presentations to them, hand out your business cards and tell them you offer incentives for every referral you receive. Figuring out who your ideal client is and then getting in front of them in mass are the first two steps to a reliable sales system that actually works. Step 3 is to create a free offer and to engage your ideal clients or your ideal evangelists who you've rounded up in mass, engage them with a free offer. So your free offer could be, to the car mechanics, your free offer could be the checklist in order to determine whether somebody's ready to buy a new car. And you want to give them that checklist because for everybody that they send to you who's purchasing a new car, you're going to give them a referral fee or you're going to send them work back. So the checklist is what they can look for, what they can listen for, how they can interact with people who come into their shop with cars they may want to trade in. In the case of targeting ideal clients in the B2B space, you're going to offer them something for free that's going to help them see the value of your product or your service. So if you've engaged your clients with a presentation or an educational seminar, you can offer them a free report on the exact subject that you taught today. And you can say, folks, I really appreciate you joining me on the webinar, 5 Secrets to X, Y, and Z. Unfortunately, we only had time to cover 3 of the 5. The other 2 are covered in this free report. All you need to do is send me an email, and I will reply back with the free report immediately. Once you get their email, you reach out to them, and you send them the free report. You also want to get their phone number, and you call them and follow up. So after they request the free report, that's step 3, you go to step 4, and that's qualifying them. 2 days after they get the free report, you call them on the phone and you say, Mr. Smith, you got my free report, the 5 steps to X, Y, and Z. I'm wondering which of the steps resonated with you the most? Which of the steps was most valuable? He'll tell you and you say, oh, that's interesting. You know, if you'd like some help with that, I'd love to help you. Would you like some help? If he says, no, I'm fine, I don't need help, then he doesn't have the urgency to do business with you. But you still found out, number 1, if he had a problem you could solve. Number 2, if he had the ability to hire you. And number 3, whether or not he was the end decision maker. He was the actual decision maker. Those are all qualifying questions you need to ask him. So what's the problem? Does he plan on solving it sooner or later? Does he have a budget for services like yours? And is he the ultimate decision maker? Or is there someone else in his company who will help make the decision? You ask all of those questions when you're qualifying him after he's received the free offer. If he has urgency, you sign him up and you close him right there. And you do it by asking the magic question, would you like some help solving that problem? If he says yes, you sign him up. If he says no, you then nurture him. And that's step 5. You put him on your long-term email list, and he will get an email from you once a week for the rest of his life or until he opts out. And these emails will be educational. They'll be entertaining. They will be helpful. These emails are going to help him learn new ways to grow his business or to run his business. They're going to entertain him with stories. You're going to provide case studies, and you're going to share valuable information week in and week out. Every 4 weeks, you're going to make an offer. And this offer, we call it an offer of a gateway product or service. What this is it's an evaluation that they're going to pay for, or it's a way for them to engage you, a low-cost way for them to understand who you are, what you do, a way for you to share your brilliance with them, and it's a way for them to get engaged with you, to use your services, and to discover how brilliant you are. You're not going to sell them that $100,000 or that $1 million product or service right off of your email list, but you can get them to sign up for a $5,000 review of their program, their process, their plan, a review of their legal documents, that you can go in and do an inspection for $25 as opposed to their whole home service for $5,500. Offer them something to get involved with you in a low threat way, low risk way to get involved with you. They'll come off of your nurturing list. Make this offer every 4 or 5 weeks. People will come off each time you make the offer. Some people will take a month to come off. Some people will take a year to come off. Some people will take 5 years. But if you don't nurture these people, these prospects, if you don't nurture these potential evangelists, these potential clients, if you don't nurture them along and then offer them a product or service once every 4 or 5 weeks, you're never going to be able to convert them. So those are the first 6 steps to a sales process that actually works. The 7th step is onboarding them. Once they agree to use your gateway product or service, you're going to do an interview with them, and it's thorough. You're going to ask everything about their business, everything about their situation from top to bottom. When somebody signs up for your gateway product or service, you're going to uncover 3, 4, 5 other challenges they have in their business, 5 other goals they want to achieve. And when you uncover those 4 or 5 other challenges in their business, they are going to do business with you for the gateway product or service. And before you're done providing that gateway product or service, you're going to make an offer to do a secondary service or provide a secondary product. The key is to go through these first 7 steps before you get to that 8th step of offering the secondary service. So let's review those again. The first thing you're going to do is identify who your ideal client is, identify who your ideal evangelist, your ideal referral sources are. Then you're going to target them in a group or in mass. You want to get in front of your clients in groups or get in front of your evangelists in mass. When you're in front of them in a group, you're going to make a free offer of a report or a course or something that they can engage in order to determine whether or not they have a real interest in doing business with you. They're going to give you their email address. They're going to give you their phone number. After you send them the free report, the free course, the free checklist, you're going to call them on the phone and say, hey, what resonated with you from that free report? What resonated with you from that free checklist? That's called qualifying. They're going to tell you, and you're going to say, tell me a little bit about your business. You're going to see if they have a problem you can solve. You're going to figure out if they have a problem you can solve, whether they can afford your services. You're also going to find out from them what the decision-making process is like. If they have urgency, you will sign them up on the spot. If they don't have urgency, they're going to go on your nurturing list. You're going to email them once a week forever. And while you're emailing them every 4 weeks, every 5 weeks, you're going to make an offer. That offer is going to be a low-risk, low-threat gateway product or service. If they take you up on it, you're going to onboard them and ask them a number of questions about their business overall. When you ask them all those questions, they're going to reveal to you 5, 6, 7 other problems they have to solve. Before you're finished delivering your gateway product or service, you will have a secondary product or service you can offer to them. This is your 7-step sales process that leads to the 8th step, which is the secondary product or service. These are the 7 steps of the sales process that actually work, the 7 steps to sales that actually work. My name is Dave Lorenzo. Join us on the Inside BS show right here. We do training just like this every single day. Right where you receive this video, you can receive other videos just like it. If you want great interviews with exceptional entrepreneurs just like you, join us for the Inside BS podcast. The Inside BS podcast is found wherever you get your podcasts, and we do a new show with a new interview every single day. Until next time, here's hoping you make a great living and live a great life.